Hi guys, it's Lauren. I just asked you on Snapchat to send me a bunch of questions so I could answer them on my YouTube channel. So let's get started. Okay, so the first question's from Pascal Corey, and she asked, how did you get a big following for your blog and how many months did it take to become successful? I've been blogging for about 5.5 years, and I started to notice the following after about 1.5 years. I was blogging 7 days a week, every single day, and just consistently working on the blog, and I noticed that kind of following. I didn't go into blogging to get a following. That's not like my main reason for doing it, and I think that certainly helps to have that mindset of going into it as your passion and just loving what you do and not making it about money or a following. I would say that I started to see success with the Skinny Confidential about 1.5 years after it launched. And I still am working on it every single day, 7 days a week. So it's definitely a full-time job. Katie Sweetman just asked, what really helps you to stay consistent with fitness and healthy eating goals? I feel like you're really good at making the best decisions. I'm not always really good at making the best decisions. I mean, sometimes I want a margarita and chips and salsa. You guys know that if you follow me on Instagram. But what I do that I think really works is just balance. I don't deprive myself. If I want chocolate, I'll have chocolate. I also have small portions. I kind of balance my diet like a checkbook. So if I know I'm having champagne, oysters, and a huge steak with potatoes at night, then I'll just kind of go for a lighter breakfast like eggs and do a lunch of like a salmon salad. So I just think it's all about finding that balance that works for you because it really is a lifestyle and something that I work at every single day. BBM928 asked, is Michael included in the Snap Q&A? Would love a joint perspective on how and when to have and define the relationship talk in dating contexts. Clearly Michael's not here. He will be on a Q&A soon. We have something up our sleeve that we're working on that's kind of like a him and her perspective, so stay tuned for that. As far as my opinion on when to define the relationship talk, I kind of leave it to the guy. I don't like to put pressure on men. I think when you put pressure on them, they run the other way. So my advice would be to just have a challenge, have your independence, and don't rely on kind of forcing the guy to do anything. Just let it be, and normally the guy will come to you. Trust me. Okay, so Jenny Bree 19 is asking me a video question, so let's see what she says.
I wanted to know if there was any way that you can make it more blogger friendly. That way you don't have to like rearrange everything every time you post.
So Jenny Bree basically asked how to make your blog user friendly, and I would recommend making it simple, clear, concise, and consistent. Quality matters so much. I know if you're just starting out, it's hard to find the funds to sort of make it the best it can be, but I think that if you work at it every single day and just slowly improve, that small improvements make all the difference. I look back at my first posts and they're literally dreadful. So, you gotta start somewhere, just pull the trigger and do it and keep it simple and keep it consistent. The next question is from Ariana_Tesh, and she says, hope I'm not too late, favorite gold chokers? I would definitely say my favorite gold choker is Vanessa Mooney. I'm wearing it in all my Instagrams. It's an open choker, and then I also found one on Forever 21 that's very similar, and I love that one too. Lately, I just picked up the RUMI choker, and it's leather and thin and super cute and lightweight. So I'm loving chokers right now, but I just want to make sure that they're not like the trendiest ones. So I like the simple, kind of feminine, but also with a touch of masculine in them. Christina Jacob asks, what's your skincare routine and what products do you use? Love your blog from Cold Canada. Hi Christina, I use all different types of skincare products. I mix it up. I don't sort of commit to one product. I change all the time. I get scent products that I like to try. Some I hate, some I love. Recently I tried Murad. I loved that. I've tried Bare Minerals. I loved that. Jessica K. Wade asked, do you buy your coffee at Whole Foods? I love all your posts and videos, and I'm in Minneapolis, and sometimes what's local here isn't so great. Thank you so much. I'm flattered you love my posts. So I do buy my coffee at Whole Foods. I prefer it over Starbucks 100%, and I used to be a ride or die Starbucks girl. So that's saying a lot. I like Seaworth cold brew. I like it over ice. I'm very specific. I like some pumpkin pie spice in it and cinnamon with unsweetened almond milk, and I shake it in a martini shaker and pour it over ice, and it's just insane. I drink it with a straw because I like to preserve the whiteness of my teeth, but Anyways, I'm specific about my coffee. I find it at Whole Foods. You can sometimes get it at Trader Joe's, and it comes in a big brown huge glass container, and I'll try to look for it on Amazon and leave the link below for you guys. I don't know how to say the word breakfast. What is your take on carbs after breakfast? Breakfast. What's your take on carbs after breakfast? I don't know how to say the word breakfast. Breakfast. Kate Minkus asked, what is your take on carbs after breakfast? Some people say that you shouldn't eat any carbs post-breakfast if you're trying to lose weight. Would love your advice. I don't think that there's like some special formula where you don't eat carbs after breakfast. I think that you should do what works for you. I certainly eat carbs after breakfast. I think that you should just sort of see what your body likes best. I wake up, I like to have eggs, and I'll have a small piece of toast with it. And then throughout the day, I'll definitely eat fruit. And at night, I'll usually have some type of carb. If you notice that you're gaining weight, there could be a lot of other things that are going on. Are you sleeping enough? Are you getting enough water? Are you getting enough veggies? Are you working out? How many steps a day do you take? I would way rather have carbs though, and walk everywhere. I think, again, you balance that like your checkbook. Brooke Weber asked 2 questions. She says, first, do you and Michael want to have kids? Yes, Michael and I definitely want to have kids, but it's not something I'm ready for right now just because I'm so focused on growing my business and my company, and I think he's sort of in the same spot. But it's definitely something we'll explore after we're married. I think that kids are obviously a very big commitment, so I want to make sure that I can give my all to the children, and I'm just all about giving my all in every area that I commit to. So give me like 2 years, maybe 3, but you'll have to ask Michael too. The other question she asks is, what is your favorite place you've traveled? I would have to say my favorite place that I've ever traveled to is Phuket because of the mango sticky rice and the bomb-ass spicy lemongrass soup. I've never tasted something so spicy, and if you know me, you know I love spice. We also had an amazing time in Beijing. It was so different and kind of felt like an out-of-body experience. I would definitely recommend it if you go to China. And then I also would say probably Hong Kong. The food and the shopping is just fucking insane, and it's just a really great experience. My favorite place to just go though, you guys already know, is Cabo, just because it's relaxing and there's ginger margaritas, and I swear to God they put Xanax in the air. Last question is from Dakota HQ, and she asked, what is that music that's always playing in the background? That is bossa nova. I actually got it from my godparents, and it just calms me and like gets my workflow going. I love it. Specifically Sergio Mendes, but you can just download bossa nova on Spotify or Pandora, and you just will fall in love. Like, it's the most romantic, sexy, sultry music. So I highly recommend it. So I will definitely do this again, you guys. I had so much fun. Seriously, Snapchat is like my new obsession. I love to connect with you guys on a one-on-one basis. It's awesome that I can bring it to the YouTube channel. Subscribe below and follow me on Snapchat at Lauren Everett, and I will see you next time.